Last week on Spoondrifters, we broke Teaspoon's trailer, bought a baker to start teaching our kids how to sand the sides of the boat, and we started aligning our prop strut and shaft. We're a family of 6 who sold our house, bought a boat, and now we're getting ready to sail around the world. Welcome to our channel. While waiting to work on Teaspoon's trailer, Todd and I decided to take her out and do some practicing. And let's say we needed it.
Spoon drifted.
Oh, I said there's a boat there and a boat there. We had a lot of fun, but at the end of the day, it was time to get back to fixing the broken trailer.
He begged me to try welding whenever we were done with our project. And he was like, take these scraps and weld them. And I was like, no way, I'm not doing it. And then he had me do it, and it was the best thing ever.
It was fun?
It was, yeah, super fun. It's very artsy.
We got the little sailboat back over to the trailer. All of this welding right here. He added a big flat piece all along here.
Dad?
Both sides. Side 2.
Okay.
Right here.
Dad?
We did a little bit back here where that light stuff is. Note to self, watch out for the mast that's hanging off the back of the boat.
I can't hit
There's another piece right here. And then this yucky thing right there. We actually welded a flat piece on the backside for that as well. And there's the mast that I ran into.
So much of our days are made up of tiny pieces of projects. A little bit here and a little bit there.
Trying to see how far back it's broke, but that's going to cause us a problem, probably.
Yeah, you're a little gray today.
Am I gray?
You're a little more gray than usual.
That's because the kids have been sanding white stuff above me. Part of me says we cut that bolt off, drive it through, and fill the entire hole full of epoxy and leave it.
Sounds good to me.
The other part of me says we got to replace this whole thing front to back.
Someday. Someday.
Yep.
This is killing that perfectionist part of you, isn't it?
Yes, it is. What is that analogy from Star Trek go? The trouble with tribbles is that it's pretty hard to remember that the original point was to poison the grain, right? We get sidetracked on these little cute little fuzzy things all over the place.
That's right.
You know, I could spend 10 years if this was a hobby, just coming out here and working on the boat on my spare time, but the real original point was to sail, right? So we need to get out on the water and sail. And a lot of things don't need to be perfect in order to sail. They just need to be workable.
Oh. You're talented coming up the ladder with 2 sodas in your hands.
I didn't even use my hands.
Ooh. Do your kids do this? Mommy, mommy, mom, mommy,
Can I
mom,
run in your-
mom, can I please, mom, 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 can I?
Hun, sweetie, hun. All right, moving on to another project for the day.
We could rebed these.
We could go cut up the cabin soles for our batteries.
That's not a little project, but we could rebed these. We could take these off.
Good.
As long as we're doing epoxy projects. See this? It's called a boom gallow, I guess. We're not sure whether we should keep it or not, but here's the problem. These are leaking on both sides. So whether we keep this thing or not, we have to take it off to rebed it. So we would love to hear what you think. Should we keep the boom gallow or should we get rid of the boom gallow? Now here's the thing, YouTube has done its magic again and taken away our comments. If they show up in the bottom again, fantastic. But if they don't, come over to Facebook, find this post on Facebook. I'll put the link in the description below. Come over and tell us, keep it or get rid of it. All right.
It's also kind of built weird. Look at this. That is just rotten. Our, what do you call the thing?
Boom gallow.
Boom gallow that somebody installed on this boat was leaking water every time it rained. So look at the cockpit. Everything runs into these corners, right? So it was mounted through a piece of teak, and they actually cut a channel in the back of the teak to allow water to pass through, which is not a bad thing because then it would help stop the pooling. But if you're going to cut a channel for the water to weep through, don't do it half in and half out of your bolt that is bolted through into the boat. Otherwise it's going to leak, and this channel is going to give you a nice beautiful place for the water to go to. Seems like logic, but it befuddles me. So don't do that. Don't cut a weep hole through your bolt hole.
Okay, another day down. Gotta start cleaning up. Right. Take it upstairs.
Is there a roll of blue tape out here? That other drill.
Is that everything that goes up here? Okay. This goes in that bag. The toolbox. Over there.
Just set it inside.
Mom, what is that doing?
What are they doing? They're gonna move a boat.
Hey guys, do you like our new cushions we got? We got them from a boat that was being hauled off. And we got some right there, we got some right here. We got some back here on mine and Katie's bed. They don't really fit, but still.
And what are we going to do with them?
We're gonna use them for a while.
No, but what are we going to do with them today? We're
gonna wash them and vacuum them and stuff.
Okay, bring it out.
Right.
Part.
I just popped my finger. Hey, we're gonna vacuum this one now.
And Liberty, guess what?
What?
We still have to do all of those.
We aren't gluing this yet, we're just trying to get it to sit straight. We put some thickened epoxy between the plastic and the hull, shaping it so it would stop rocking.
Looks like the bedding seemed to work okay. Before I pull it down, I want to drill my holes so that the next time I put it up, I have another set of reference lines to actually get it so that I know it's lined up. This is going to take a while. I wonder if I should go get a cobalt bit for this. Let's go get a better drill bit. You have a beautiful white line on the inside of your forearm. This is what you get when you're shooting the camera angles.
Fiberglass, nice, first thing in the morning.
I bought a titanium bit, some cutting oil. Help this go a little bit better, smoother. That is through, bronze at least. Hopefully that's all the way into the boat. First hole I drilled was a smaller pilot hole, about 1/4 inch. I needed to go up to 3/8 of an inch diameter. I didn't want to take it all out in one chunk with one big drill bit. I got to go through like this much stuff, so. Woohoo! They're all through. Yeehaw! Now we got to countersink them.
Moment of truth.
I think it worked out okay. A few plastic from the creases.
Plastic from the creases?
Creases from the plastic, holes from the creases in the plastic. Increases our doubt as to whether or not we know what the hell we're doing. I think it'll work. Got to grind this outside stuff off. I'm happy. Woohoo!
It's time for lunch.
Lunchtime?
Look what I've got. A little old lady in a truck came by to sell them to us.
What are tamales?
Oh, they're hot.
That's the idea. They smell good. 2 for everyone, or 1 to start with?
I don't want one.
You don't want one?
You don't want to try it, Liberty?
I don't like tamales.
Are these just chicken? What kind are they?
They're cream cheese chicken.
These are actually really good.
What are you gonna have for lunch?
Fruit and vegetables.
I'll eat Liberty's.
Well, how were they, Dad?
Good.
This is close.
Spicy.
1 left. Little girls decided they were not game.
If you want it, put a note in the comments. We'll mail it to you. Just kidding. Just kidding. Wouldn't want anybody to be confused about that.
We are starting to understand how tight this galley kitchen is.
Galley.
That's what they call it, is a galley.
That fills me up.
You don't want one more?
I'm so full. I don't even know if I can work anymore. I might just have to go home, Mom.
If you like our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we want to hear from you. Come over to Facebook and leave us a comment. Join us next week when we remove 850 pounds of ballast, hang teaspoon off the back of our davits, permanently attach the strut to the bottom of the boat, and dig our shaft out of storage. See you next week.